Greetings to all the viewers. We are discussing about halogenation of arenes, alkenes and alkanes, right? So whenever arenes are taken into the consideration, electrophilic aromatic substitution reaction taken place. In case of alkenes, electrophilic addition reactions are accomplished. In case of alkanes, free radical substitution reactions are the category for this halogenation process. In common sense, we are discussing about halogenation reactions of arenes, alkenes and alkanes. This is the topic for the session. Before entering into this one, we discussed various organic named reactions in various series all are available at the World of Conceptual and Competitive Chemistry. We started with the 10th class chemistry to the higher level research oriented one in the perspective of academia, research and also any competitive examination preparation, concept based chemistry from the 10th class, intermediate, engineering chemistry, environmental science, graduation chemistry, post graduation chemistry, all kind of competitive exams like JEE advanced and mains, NEET examination entrance and also CSIR NET level entrance examination. All these kind of concept based and competitive exam based and research oriented content available at World of Conceptual and Competitive Chemistry. This is the topic what we are discussing in this session is retrieved from textbook of organic named reactions which is authored by Dr. Kavita Kottireddy Kota. Let me introduce halogenation of arenes, alkenes and alkanes. So in case of first of all, let me give what is meant by electrophilic halogenation process. This is meant for arenes. Electrophilic halogenation purely for what? Arenes. Electrophilic halogenation is introducing either chloro, bromo or iodo atom onto the organic compound by means of electrophilic substitution process. Even double bonded compounds also proceed with electrophilic halogenation by addition mechanism. This is the way the reaction electrophilic substitution or else addition taken place. That depends upon the type of starting material what we are choosing, right? So here, if you want to know about electrophilic halogenation in specific, we are dealing with halogenation of benzene. Benzene is having 6 carbon atoms and 6 hydrogens. Is treated with any halogen like chloro, bromo, iodo are treated with that one. Ferric chloride and or else aluminium trichloride, Lewis acids are treated as a catalyst to improvise the rate of the reaction. Ultimately, halobenzene in addition to the hydrobromic acid, hydrochloric acid will be achieved as the final product, as a byproduct. This is the way electrophilic aromatic substitution reaction is accomplished. In order to understand the reaction well, benzene is treated with bromine in the presence of ferric bromide, so that bromobenzene will be the ultimate product. Hydrobromic acid byproduct will be generated. This is the classic example for electrophilic aromatic substitution reaction. Here, one of the hydrogen from the benzene replaced with a bromonium cation, being it is cation facilitated reaction, electrophilic aromatic substitution name is provided. In order to understand the mechanism for the reaction, first of all, we need to understand how the reaction is taken. Bromine is treated with the ferric bromide. So whenever ferric bromide is added with this one, being ferric bromide is Lewis acidic in nature, electron pair accepting tendency will be there. Deficit of electrons are noticed on iron, so that here bromide ion is attached to the iron and it is becoming bromonium cation and iron with the 4 bromine atoms around. This is FeBr4 minus. This is the way a kind of Lewis acid activation taken place, and whichever bromonium cation generated, that is the electrophile, electron deficit species. Moreover, benzene behaves like an electron rich species, being pi electron cloud of benzene is occupied above the plane and below of the plane. That's the reason why benzene is electron rich in nature, though we are having 6 pi electrons for 6 atoms, but loosely bonded pi electrons are making the cloud above of the plane and below of the plane, that having tendency to bind with the positively charged electrophile bromonium cation at one of the carbon atom. So whenever these pi electrons are taken by this carbon and making the bond with bromo, adjacent the carbon will experience deficit of electrons indicated with positive charge, that is called a carbocation intermediate. The generated carbocation is highly stabilized because of the resonance. It is in direct conjugation with the pi bonds over there. So these pi bonds will delocalize in order to satisfy the positive charge. The distribution of positive charge taking place within the ring system by resonance. More the resonance structures, greater will be the stability of the intermediate. That's the reason why the generated carbocation is much more stable. Hence it will facilitate the reaction in this forward direction. Anyway, this positively charged carbocation now able to retain the benzoinoid structure. Being benzoinoid structure is aromatic, highly stable. That's the reason why immediately the bromo group containing carbon loses one of the H positive, and these bonded electrons are moving back toward this side, and benzeneoid nucleus will be retained, and bromobenzene could be the final product. In addition, you are obtaining hydrobromic acid as one of the byproduct, and FeBr3 is the catalyst which is regenerated for further electrophilic substitution reaction. So it will activate the ring system. This is the way ultimately initially benzene ring H positive from the benzene ring now replaced with bromonium cation. Hence the reaction is regarded as a electrophilic substitution reaction, right? So here regiochemistry, this is the most important topic. So here, if the benzene ring already is accompanied by any of the substitution, the nature of this existing substitution will direct incoming electrophile, that is called regiochemistry, and it is called a directing property. For example, if you are having electron releasing groups upon the benzene ring, they able to release the electrons into the ring system. They are called activating agents, and they will increase the electron density on the benzene ring, and they are supposed to give the substitution products at artho and para together, so that electron releasing substitution whenever present on the benzene, electrophilic substitution further leads to artho and para product mixture you can achieve. So electron donating group, it gives rise to artho para directing product, so that mixture of the products are achieved. Second case, if benzene is having electron withdrawing group upon that, nitro is obviously said to be electron withdrawing group. So this nitro group direct incoming electrophile at the meta position, being it is deactivating agent, which will take the electron cloud toward the nitro functionality, so that benzene ring will be deactivated toward the electrophilic substitution, and moreover meta position is susceptible for this electrophilic substitution. Nitrobenzene is more suitable to go for the electrophilic substitution with the bromine in the presence of ferric chloride. Meta bromo nitrobenzene could be the final product. This is the way directing property will be there, and this is called regioselectivity. Donating nature will direct ortho para position, withdrawing nature will direct meta position for the further substitution. This is regarding the directing property. And the next segment about this electrophilic addition process. Whenever alkenes are halogenated, the process is proceeded with electrophilic addition. I am taking example, general alkene was treated with halogen. Whenever halogen is treated with this one, obviously two carbon atoms are added with the two halogen atoms in the adjacent position. Moreover, this reaction is initiated by cationic halogen, that is halonium cation will facilitate. That's the reason why the reaction is regarded as electrophilic addition process, and after this addition process the product is called antiproduct, anti-addition accomplished, and vicinal dihalide could be the product. Anti-addition means one of the bromo will from the top side, another bromo is coming from the bottom side at the adjacent carbon atoms, and you can achieve dibromo product and thus two adjacent to carbon atom, hence you can say this is the vicinal dihalide. So in order to understand this reaction well, I am taking alkene, that is cyclohexene. Bromine molecule is treated. One of the bromonium cation is working like an electrophile which will initiate the reaction that bind up with this olefinic double bonded carbon atoms, and one of the carbon is binded to bromine, in either carbon experiencing positive charge. This positive charge further satisfied by in either bromide anion, hence the dibromocyclohexane could be the final product. So here the stereochemistry always anti-product formation is the final product. Rearrangement may not be taken. In order to understand why trans product, why can't we get cis product? That is because olefin is treated with bromine molecule. Among bromine positive and negative, bromine positive is suitable to bind up with olefinic double bond because double bond is rich in nature. Bromonium cation is deficient in nature. Both are forming a cyclic bromonium cation intermediate. So, cyclic bromonium cation intermediate occupying the entire top region. There is no position to attach another bromine from the top side because bromine-bromine repulsions will be there. That's why conveniently another bromine coming from the back side, and perpetually the sigma bond whichever present between the carbon to bromine will be back polarized to the bromocation. You can achieve this trans dibromo product, which is called a vicinal trans dibromo product in accordance with the stereochemical perspective. So this is the particular mechanism to explain why trans addition taken rather than cis addition, because bromonium cation renders the entire top layer position, only the provision to another bromide from occupying from the bottom edge rather than top position. Bromo-bromo repulsions dominated if both are coming from the top edge, so that another bromide coming from the bottom side, anti-product is predominated in the electrophilic addition process. Now, another part of this halogenation will be alkanes are subjected to halogenation. The mechanism is free radical mechanism. If you want to know, here is ethane. Ethane is a saturated alkane molecule which also alternatively designated as paraffins. So they can be treated with bromine molecule. Either heat or light conditions are sufficient to go for the substitution process. Generally the reaction is accomplished in the light, being it is photochemical reaction, right? And moreover, homolytic fusion of the bond taken place, and you can achieve a substituted product like this. So whenever ethane treated with bromine, ethyl bromide will be the product, hydrobromic acid will be the byproduct. So here we have a clear, most important example for this alkane halogenation process. I am taking methane chlorination process in the presence of light, for example. Here, being it is substitution process, hydrogen must be replaced with chlorine. That's the reason why chloromethane could be the product. Whatever hydrogen liberated will bind up with another chlorine, hydrochloric acid will be the byproduct. But the substitution may not be stopped at this stage, rather it is continued with one more chlorine. Another hydrogen is also replaced with chlorine, and you can achieve dichloromethane. So two chlorines added, two hydrogens removed, that is CH2Cl2. HCl another byproduct. So again more two hydrogens are there to replace, so that one more chlorine to be added. So here the formation of CHCl3, which is called a chloroform. Each and every part of this chlorinated product is having their own importance in the field of chemistry. And last, another whatever one hydrogen existing, that also go for the substitution process by free radical mechanism. Completely you can achieve CCl4 carbon tetrachloride as the final product. This is the way methane having 4 hydrogen, by step-by-step manner you completely replaced with chlorofunctionalities. Here the tetrachloromethane could be the final product. This is the way substitution proceeds. So in order to understand the mechanism, first of all chlorine to be taken, light conditions will cleave the molecule homolytically, equal fission taken. Each chlorine is accompanied with one electron. The third electron containing chlorine is called free radical. The free radical binds with methane molecule. One of the hydrogen it will pull up, so that here the hydrochloric acid will be the byproduct, and loss of hydrogen is indicated with methyl free radical. That methyl free radical will further go with chlorine molecule once again, so that one of the chlorine will be added. This is called substitution process. Methyl chloride releasing another chlorine radical. So this is called a propagation, continuation of the reaction. In order to terminate the reaction, in order to complete the reaction, there are multiple probabilities to complete the reaction. If two chlorine radicals are combining together, there is a quenching of reaction or completion of the reaction by chlorine formation. Otherwise, if chlorine radical and methyl radical are combining together, this is another provision. Methyl chloride is the main product what we are expecting. Or else, two methyl radicals are together or joining. So there are multiple probabilities, right? Two chlorine radicals might be joined, two methyl radicals might be joined, methyl radical with chlorine radical are combining. This is the way two methyl radicals if joining, there is a lengthy chain like ethane could be obtained. This is the process called completion of the reaction. Initiation means for starting of the reaction, propagation continuation of the reaction, termination is the completion of the reaction. Our expecting product will be methyl chloride. This could be achieved by combining methyl radical with chlorine radical, right? By this we completed halogenation of alkanes. Now the important segment of the session will be application part, right? So haloarenes are very important compounds. Anyway, you can utilize in the multiple fields in order to synthesize the colored matter like dyes, and even pharmaceutical medications can be synthesized starting with these haloarenes. Halogen atoms whichever present is activates the compound in the multiple dimensions, and polarity of the compound is also raised up. That's the reason why molecule is becoming a significant one by introducing halogen atom over there. And agrochemicals are synthesized. Agrochemicals are much more important, being they are productive croplands, so they are giving food to various people. So these agro lands are also relying on these halogenation of alkenes. These materials are used to kill the pests which are destroying the crop growing and crop yielding as well, and that kind of pesticides can be manufactured by means of this one, and even nutrient food material synthesized by means of these, and weeds whichever unwanted plants are growing in these croplands will be destroyed by means of these haloarenes. So this is the agrochemicals. This is the important step in the synthesis of these haloarenes. This is the important application we can say. And even disease curation. Multiple diseases got curated by means of haloarene compound and their auxiliaries, their analogous compounds as well. So they also plays a tremendous role in the medicinal chemistry as medications. This is about the application part, and you can notice that chemical spraying on the croplands in order to avoid diseases to the plants, and also to improve the crop yield. Standards of crop will be enhanced. This is the way. So that chemicals are very important to be utilized. The concept whatever discussed as of now, if you want to observe in the form of a competitive examination perspective, there is a certain questionnaire provided based on the concept what discussed just now. During the bromination of benzene in the presence of ferric bromide, which species acts as an electrophile? Obviously, electrophile is electron deficient. Cationic species or electron deficient compounds are electrophiles in nature. Here, among all four options, bromonium cation is electron deficient in nature. This is working like an electrophile. Bromine cation generated by reacting bromine with the ferric bromide, so that bromonium cation and FeBr4 minus complexation is possible. From this, bromonium cation will be released. Which of the following statement is the correct for halogenation of alkenes? Alkenes is supposed to be treated with halogens. Anti-addition is the compulsory condition. One of the halogen coming from the top, another halogen coming from the bottom. Being halogen is forming a kind of cyclic bromonium intermediate from for occupying the entire top region. Another halogen having only one provision to attach from the bottom. That's the reason why anti-addition is a familiar stereochemical perspective regarding halogenation of alkenes. This is the question number 2. So by this we successfully accomplished the entire halogenation of alkenes, alkynes, arenes, alkanes as well. And in next session we will deal with Erlenmeyer as lactone and amino acid synthesis, right? So hopefully this is more informative for your preparation and you enjoyed the session, I hope. And if you follow the channel regularly, you observe the content, you understand the content, definitely you will get the success in your field of chemistry, in your journey of chemistry as well, right? Follow the channel regularly, get the content in the wise manner, because everything is available in the world of conceptual and competitive chemistry in the field of chemistry. That's the reason why you can utilize your quality time for the quality content from this channel. Then definitely you will get the success in your journey of chemistry, right? Signing off, Dr. Kavita Kothireddy Kota. Thank you one and all for your patient listening.